What's up, and welcome to another episode. Master Moats film session, and today, just want to talk about Najee Harris and just really how he started to run that rock real physical towards the end of the season, man. Got a couple of plays from the Browns game, man, that really was promising. And ultimately, man, just has me really feeling good about him going into this offseason. So like we always do, I play it in full speed. After that, I'll slow it down. Y'all hit that like button one time for the culture. Subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel. And you better hit the notification bell as well. You said, man, I'm just a football junkie over here, man. I can't get enough of this stuff. Let's go. Let's go. So, man, a couple things when we talk about this play, man. First thing that I like, number one is from a overviewing standpoint or a big scheme standpoint. This is out of 11 personnel, meaning one back, Najee, and then you got one tight end, right? Connor Hayward right here. But the thing I like is this, because of the personnel and the body groupings, you're still able to get a bigger body feel with this run, even though it's technically out of a sub package look offensively, which is why the Browns are ultimately matching that personnel with their sub package defense. That's why you see 4 down D linemen, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, but then only 2 off ball LBs. It's a nickel corner out this direction right here, okay? But with that being the case, man, by us utilizing the personnel the way that we did, you force teams to stay in a smaller personnel package grouping on defense. But Connor Hayward, that's not a little body guy. That's a guy that can actually block. We talk about how we utilize him. But more importantly, now we got Najee running against a favorable box, meaning we have numbers. And what are those numbers? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, essentially 7 players in here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then like I said, that 7 play over here is their nickel. So we essentially have a hat on a hat. That means Najee should be, able to have a nice path to the second level. But obviously, we'll play the play and see what happens here, right? So initially, first thing we get is this, right? Because it's a belly run in the sense that he's going to be bellying back this way. You got Connor going back for 42 or whoever is going to be the first man popping on the end of the line of scrimmage. But instantly we get penetration from who? From 99 on James Daniels, right? So a couple things can happen right here. Number one, James can go ahead and make it a soft corner, let 99 hit Najee in the backfield. Or James could do like he does on this play, drives his feet, washes them by. I like the fact that Najee, because we know who he is and how tough of a tackle he is, he's not going to go down off of an arm tackle. And that's something that he understands. That's something that James Daniels understands as well. And that's ultimately why 99 is not able to make that play. He gets his arms on him, yes, but arm tackles don't bring down Najee. James finishes his block and drives him on by. I like that a lot. From here, backside, we got Connor Hayward picking up his block, right? Getting that in man on the line of scrimmage. And then from there, Dan Moore, Mason Cole, and Dotson climbing up to the second level, watching their guys. So we have a nice little wall right here. Nice little alley right here. So now you have Najee one-on-one with 3-7. This is beautiful. This is what you want in terms of how this should be schemed up. All right. And now from there, can you make that guy miss? That's what it's all about. Make a guy miss in the hole. He does that. And then from there, takes 1, 2, 3 defenders to bring him down, man. This is some good, tough running right here. This is good physical running. And these are the type of runs that make Najee scary, that make Najee effective. These body blows that he's giving these defenders right here. 3-7 didn't want that. 4-3 felt that. And then from there, the rest of those guys feel those hits as well. It's an accumulation factor. And that's something that Najee started to bring to the table a lot more consistently towards the end of the season, and I thought it really showed in this game as well. But there's a couple other players I want you to see, so stay tuned. All right, so now in this play, we're going to get a chance to see Najee taking a run outside and ultimately, man, doing something in this go-around that he wasn't doing always at the beginning of the season. So like we always do, man, that's Najee right there in the dot back. All right, played in full speed, and after that, we're going to break it down. But I like this version right here, baby. I like this version a lot. Let's go. Alrighty. So in terms of the run, man, it's just a let's see, we call this a stretch play, in the sense that you're just trying to stretch this thing to get to the edge, right? You're reading the in-man line of scrimmage. If he is reached, go ahead and take it outside. If you feel like that guy's able to set the edge, then you want to cut that thing and get north and south, right? So from a blocking perspective, once again, what personnel are we in? 11, right? One running back, one tight end. This time it is Pat Freiermuth, okay? So once again, you're still able to do what? Get the Browns in sub-package personnel. 4 down D linemen like we talked about, 2 inside off-ball linebackers, but now you got the safety, Dax Hill down here. They're at 37. And then I believe this is their, I'm not sure. I think this might be Grant Delpit over here, slightly inside, or slightly outside of Deontay, okay? So once again, we still feel good numbers-wise, right? Count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Steeler blockers essentially on this play. 8 guys versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then that makes 8. So we still have a good number count. We don't have to worry about them having an extra guy that we can't block. Okay. So I like that to start this play out. Now, the other thing I like is this, man. Just like on the last play, we had what? Misdirection in terms of the belly action, stepping one direction. Connor Hayward going back to block the backside defender. And then Najee running that thing the way that he did. Now we're getting something similar, right? We get jet sweep motion. Y'all know it's a Matt Canada staple. Y'all think we was going to show run plays and not have a Matt Canada jet sweep action up here? Come on. So we get the jet sweep action from Steven Sims. And what does that do to 42? You start seeing him taking a step. It's pulling him, okay? All right. Now we also going to watch how 54 freezes because he's not really sure which way we're going with this thing, right? Misdirection here. He's getting flow in terms of at him. But what is he doing? He's reading his keys, okay? Everything is stepping this direction. All right. So from here, this is what I also like. We getting some blocks, baby. Check out my man Deontay. All right, I'm gonna wind that back real quick, man, because he gets a nice block on this perimeter right here for us. Shout out 18. Boom. Get you a block, baby. Give me a block. All right. Now from there, Mason Cole making a little bit of a pal. Dotson making a little bit of a pal. Now we got who? Dan Moore on Greg Newsome, and Najee got the ball. Okay. So earlier in the season, what would we have seen Najee do? Try to run this thing outside, try to jump over 20. But what does he do this time? Man, he follows his block. Excellent job by Dan Moore right here, finishing the play, getting enough of him to make him get out the way. And now Najee, man, putting a foot in the ground, getting this thing north and south. Now you're able to see his athletic ability. Outrun the LB, doing a good job in terms of pushing him, and then picking up a smooth 10 right here on this play. Excellent job across the board, though. When you just look at the execution from this offensive line and how they're blocking for him, you talk about Deontay Johnson picking up a second-level defender. When we talk about the running game, it takes everybody for this to be successful. Front side of the formation and backside. Let's look at James Daniels, all right? We talk about how important it is, front side and backside. Let's check my man's out, all right? We climbing over here, okay? And he does block him. He does block him. Problem was he blocks him a little bit too good, pushes him out front, but 54 does a good job of not backdooring. And this is something double teaching here, right? When we talk about our linebackers and why I don't like us backdooring stuff, because it cuts you off. It doesn't give you a chance to be a playmaker. It doesn't give you a chance to make a play down the line. But right here, what does it do? By you going over top, was it harder? Yes. But now you're in position to make a play and ultimately get this ball on the ground. But really good job by the offense right there, man, blocking the way they did. An excellent job by Najee. Love the footwork, love the vision, the burst, cutting it up. And now from there, man, we're being physical. We're being physical. I love that right there, all right? But, you know, I got one more that I got to talk about from him from this game that, you know, definitely deserves a little conversation. So here we go. All right, now here's the final play, man, that I really wanted to talk about with Najee. Just, you know, putting a stamp on the way that he was able to finish this game, the way that he was able to finish this season. So, like we always do, man, here he is, dot bag, right in that goal line situation. Play at a full speed. Not that I will talk about it and talk about it. But here it is in full speed one time. Get in there. Yeah, huh? Big man. Arr, love that, love that, love that. All right, alrighty. And here we go, here we go. So, man, first off, when you're talking about this being the goal line situation, we know we're not going to be able to get cute down here and trick them into small ball, man. They got their regular personnel grouping out here. Turns, are you seeing how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 down D linemen. 1, 2, 3 off ball linebackers. Corners, or excuse me, safeties walked up, man. It's their goal line front. You know what it is, man. It's big boy ball. buckle up the chin strap, bite down on the mouthpiece, about to go down. The thing I like is this, man. On this particular play, my man Najee, early on, you're not going to get a lot of movement. Early on, you're not going to see a clear-cut hole. But the thing that I do enjoy is this, because they're running a straight dive play, and it's trying to hit in this A gap, right? And this is the A gap right here, okay? This gap right here is what I'm talking about. They wanted to hit there. When you look at the double team that you're getting right here between JD, James Daniels, and Chooks, then obviously you have Trent Scott right here, the extra offensive lineman, getting the block on 9-4, Gentry with the cutoff, and then you want to have George Pickens with the cutoff. That's a one-on-one block. You're trying to get Najee versus 54, right? One-on-one in the hole. Can we get that? Problem is, 9-6 does a good job in terms of condensing his hole. And this gentleman right here who was getting a double team does a good job of just not allowing a lot of movement. Whenever you're getting a double team like that, you want to try to, shift your body a little bit. Take a knee, or some of the Barstools will be like to say, if you're giving up ground. But he does a good job of fighting pressure with pressure, picking one guy and not fighting both guys. And now this hole is condensed, so nothing really here. So Najee now has to look where? In this area here. Let's see what we got going on now. All right, so we got those single blocks, right? Trent Scott and then obviously Zach Gentry. They're winning their blocks, but they're also condensing that hole that Najee was starting to look in. So now he has to do what? We got to keep going. And this is the thing that I do enjoy with Najee. Sometimes powerful backs, big body backs in goal line situations or short yardage situations, I promise it seems like they run with their eyes closed. They'll just run in right into the back of a dude. Boom! And you're like, bro, open your eyes, man. You could have cut this thing here or here. But it's good to see how Najee is processing through this all on the fly. A gap not there. B gap not there. C gap not there. D gap, now he all the way out here to the E. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to GP as well, man. Don't tell me you want the ball. Make sure you block him when you ain't got that ball. Now, good to see him doing that right here. All right? Love that. But then from there, gets enough of his guy. Now, this is just mono slash Najee, big boy in these dudes. So 5-4 hits him first, right? We at the what, 3? We're at the 3 right now. Okay, let's see what else happens. Got another guy on him. All right, he's at the 2. Okay. Got another guy on him. He's at the 3. Or excuse me, now he's at the 1. Yee! And he still finds a way to get in. Man, I love that. Love that, because that's determination, that's physicality, and that's desire and want to right there, man. Because, hey, it was multiple times where he could have been tackled, where he could have been stopped, but ultimately he found a way to get this thing in. And I just want you to look at right here. He's on the 6-yard line. Be technical, says toes on the 5. 1, 2, 3, essentially 4 defenders. And they can't stop this man. This is what Najee Harris is capable of. This is what makes Najee unique. And this is ultimately why we got to keep him healthy and keep him running that rock physical. Because this is special. 4 defenders. He's on the 5-yard line, 6.5, 5.5, however you want to say it. And they can't stop this man from scoring. Yeah, I like that a lot, baby. I like that a lot. So, like we always do, man, y'all let me know your thoughts on Najee. Whether we're talking whole season, man, what he was able to do, but more importantly, man, how he was able to finish this thing out, man. Physical runs like what we saw versus Browns team. But as always, I appreciate you for tuning in, and we're going to keep these things rolling. But until next time, baby, peace.